Smelter, even though it has a very unassuming name, shows a lot of potential for fans of side-scrolling action-adventure, and of course the light city building design of the classic game Actraiser. Our story loosely begins with Adam and Eve. After Adam eats the apple, we find ourselves trapped underground. One Power Rangers inspired suit transformation scene later, and I'm not sure how much this game adheres to the classic Bible story. Nevertheless, our gameplay consists of side-scrolling action as you see right here. And for this kind of gameplay, the title goes for a very interesting design. The world is split into 3 distinct areas. Each area has a corresponding suit that then also changes the movement tech and ability options that you have available. So right now we have kind of your classic wall climbing, double jump, and close range combat system. And then in another area, the game turns into kind of a hover jump, Mega Man-esque kind of platforming. Each area also has its own specific upgrades and hidden unlockables for you to find. And to the game's credit, there is a lot of variety in terms of things to find in each level. There's going to be several MacGuffins that will allow you to upgrade yourself in the world map, and you'll also find trial challenges that will test you in some ways, such as get through an area without taking damage, do it under a specific time limit, or just survive. And as a bonus quality of life feature that I want to commend the game on, that when you discover a trial in a level, you can access that trial outside of the game back in the world map instead of having to hunt it down in the level itself. Just a really solid feature. So each area also has corresponding upgrades that you'll discover and be able to make use of by accessing the world map and city building kind of structure. So for fans of Actraiser, this should look very familiar in terms of the gameplay loop. You'll fly around on the map with our little friend here, building structures and setting up roads and other systems based on what is in the current area and your resources. It's a very light management system, as you'll need to set up resource collectors, which will allow you to produce more units, as well as feed the characters that you have, who can then be set up in various structures to defend your base from these invading enemies. Your ultimate goal is to push out into the world to find upgrade altars, which will allow you to unlock new perks for the side-scrolling, as well as upgrade your character here to access more of the world and make your way to the game's various dungeons. Like I said a minute ago, that the world itself is kind of split into 3 distinct paths. So it's kind of like earth, water, I think the third one is wind. And to be fair, the city building is on the lighter side. Again, Actraiser would not in any way be considered a complicated city building kind of gameplay, but it does provide that kind of framework and structure that supplements a side-scrolling play. And as you can see right here, by unlocking more of these statues, which you unlock the statues by using the hidden collectibles you find each side-scrolling level, it will allow you to do more on the world map, or provide you with more things for each respective side-scrolling. For instance, the ability to double jump is not unlocked until you find it on the map here. So, with that said, there is a lot that I like about Smelter, and the demo that was available on Steam, which I'm not sure if it still is very substantial for its time. So with that said, we're going to take a quick break here, and when we come back, we'll talk about a few more of the gameplay elements, and if I have any nitpicks or concerns with what we played so far. And now for a quick shout out to our current Game Wisdom supporters and sponsors. Going forward, all Patreon supporters will get early access to our videos. And if you'd like to continue this discussion on game design, be sure to check out our Discord channel, linked down below. If you're looking for more wisdom about game design, be sure to check out my latest offering of books, 20 Essential Games to Study, aimed for first-time developers and students looking for some inspiration for their upcoming games, and Game Design Deep Dive Platformers if you're interested in anything regarding 2D and 3D platforming design. They're both available in print, digital, and wherever books are being sold. I really enjoyed my time playing the demo for Smelter. As people know, I am a huge fan of the kind of multi-system design of Actraiser, stuff like Hinterland, etc., etc. And this game definitely checks those boxes for me. And if you are a fan of Actraiser in any way, shape, or form, you should definitely be keeping an eye out on this game. In terms of complaints, there really isn't a lot that I can turn to. The controls are very responsive. The gameplay does, again, follow on this side-scrolling design. So if you're not a fan of that, this game probably won't do it for you. And the fact that it splits into 3 distinct areas of movement tech may be a little bit much for some fans. Other than that, this is just another very well executed 2D platformer. And the only thing I think I would maybe be a little concerned about is just how much the city building side of things is connected. This was a problem that we saw with, there was another game that tried to copy Actraiser's release in 2018-2019 that did not do so well. And part of the problem was that the side-scrolling was just so basic and so boring that it just felt like an excuse to keep you away from the side-scrolling. With Smelter, it is definitely more involved than what we've seen, but I don't know how much more it will get. As in, will there be reasons to explore the map and more gameplay, or is it just in service of the side-scrolling, as you see here? Nevertheless, this is one of those games that chances are if you're watching this footage right now, you are either all in or you're never going to play this game just by watching what you've seen in this video so far. And if the demo is still available at the time that you're watching this, give it a try because it will give you an incredible representation of what this game has to offer. And I do hope that we get to get a press key for it, or we'll to see this game come out soon, as I would love to play it on stream and kind of see where things go. With that said, that's going to wrap up this first look. Again, you'll find links to the game in the store page down below. If you'd like me to take a look at your game in the future for a stream or a video here on the channel, please get in touch and come back for daily discussions on game design here and on game wisdom, where we examine the art and science of games. Once again, this has been Smelter, and until next time, take care. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed things, be sure to do all the liking and subscribing that the kids are doing these days. Check out our Discord channel link down below where we hang out and chat game design, and come back later tonight for our regular streamings. But that's it, and tune in for more great content here and on Game Wisdom, where we examine the art and science of games.